on, y'all. We woke up this morning. We got to have a little bit more energy than that. How y'all doing? Good. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all, I'm just a realist. I'm just a real person. We're going to vibe off this good, amazing energy. God woke us up this morning to celebrate life, right? And that's what we're here to do. How y'all doing? Good. Y'all eating teas? Where y'all not close? Good energy. If y'all be having food in y'all plate and in y'all laps, I want y'all to be a little closer. But thank you so much for that awesome introduction. A lot of times people do say my name incorrectly, but I do appreciate you for taking your time to make me feel special this morning. Yes. First, I just want to thank Angel and her team. You all are amazing. It is my second time being here. I absolutely can't tell you how much I love being invited back, because it means that I did something right. It means that I did something right with this goal that I have in my life. And so I do appreciate it. I'm very humble and I don't take it lightly. So thank you so much for inviting me back to this second year. Thank you. And you are beautiful. Congratulations. Thank you. Y'all give her a round of applause just for being beautiful. Carrying a seed and still pushing everything on out for you all. That means that you're very special to her, right? So I'm going to be quick because I'm usually not quick. So I'm trying to speak like to myself because I can talk forever. I'm sure these wonderful, beautiful queens here, these motivational speakers know what it's like when you get on the floor and you begin to empower. It's just something that comes over you. But I started, let's see, my undergrad was at NIU and I attained a degree in communication. So interpersonal and corporate communication. I went on from there to gain my master's in education from CSU. I taught on everything from birth to collegiate levels and all in between. I have a certificate in TV and radio broadcasting. I am now an author of 2 books as of yesterday. Come on, God, let me do it. Oh God. So 2 books. I'm super excited. My first book, Daddy's Girl, A True Love Jones Story, a book about myself and the situations that I went through with my father, whom I adore to pieces now, but we definitely had a relationship that had to grow. It did not start off that way. And a lot of people see the cover and they think that, oh, it's this beautiful story about a mother and a child and a father, and it's not. It ends up being that way, but it took a lot of work. So that's the first book. And my second book, say second book, y'all. Second book. Come on, y'all, we gotta encourage each other, because I would definitely encourage y'all. Second book is Prayers for Your Child from Head to Toe. I was a very nervous first-time mother. I was nervous about everything under the sun, and so I wrote a prayer book about it, but we're not here to talk about that. I just wanted to let you all know that some of the things that I've done, because it's about Career Day, right? Yes. But along this amazing, long journey that I'm just now beginning, I've made some mistakes. I've made some errors. And that's what I want to talk to you about today, because a lot of times you all hear about the glamour and the wonderful parts of a career and the wonderful parts of what got me to this point that I'm still trying to push and break even more barriers at, right? But some of the things that I would have done differently are really simple things that people told me all the time, but I just didn't want to listen. How many of y'all sometimes don't want to listen? Come on, be honest. We all there, your parents, oh, she's doing too much. Why she doing so much? I mean, why you gotta keep on? Because they love you. People that love you will stay on you. When people go silent on you, that's when you get concerned. Because that means they are no longer caring and want to put forth the effort towards whatever it is that you're doing. So when people stay on you, I know it's tough, because you're like, some mentors on me, my parents, my guardians, maybe even a TT. I know TTs are important in people's lives, right? But just understand, even if it's the pastor of the church, they're on you because they see something in you and they believe in you, right? So if it is something that I could change, it would definitely be that I took advantage of resources that were offered to me at the times that they were given. So you're in school, you have clubs, you have teams, you have different things that you can be involved in. God bless you.
Thank you.
However, I know sometimes like, I ain't doing that. That's not cool. I'm trying to be on the cool side. That's not cool. But remember, you are starting now building your life's resume. It doesn't start once you get up here. It doesn't start, well, I start, junior year, senior year, high school. I am currently a dean at a school, K through 8. It starts now. Technically, your 7th grade scores are what high schools look at. They just make sure you're maintaining an 8th grade. So it starts now, and it continues. So when you have people that are saying that they want to be there for you, they can help you, there are resources for you, utilize those resources. Today, you have amazing resources. Don't leave right away. Go and talk to the interview skills table. Make sure you speak with the queens at the resume building table, the professionalism table. They're there for you to help you grow and manifest the life that you want for yourself. So take advantage of resources. Oh my goodness, even when you get in high school and college, you'll have so many buildings and opportunities that your tuition and your fees are paying for. Even in high school, if you're not paying for it, take advantage of the people that are there for you. Please do that. Y'all say, take advantage of the resources.
Take advantage of the resources.
That's it. Take advantage of the resources. So let me continue. I want to charge you with something that I created from the word wisdom. Number one, I want you to be wise, okay? I want you to think that every decision I make is important. I don't care how small it is. Every single decision you make is leading you to a specific path for your life. So don't just say, well, it's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a decision. Yes, it is, because it's you. Say, I'm special.
I'm special.
Say it like you know you special. Say, I'm special.
I'm special.
That's it. Because you are. That's it. Come on. That's it. I'm special. So every single decision you make is a decision. It does pertain to your life. It will impact you because you have a choice to make, right? I want you to know that I want you to also inspire. Even if that means yourself or someone else. I can't tell you how many times I've done my best speaking in my lowest points in my life. Ooh, won't he do it? The lowest points in my life, I inspire the most, and then God turns around and just blesses me beyond measure because I bless somebody else. So sometimes, even if you feel like you can't, I promise if you push just a little bit, God will take you the rest of the way.
Yes.
I promise you that. Integrity. As a dean, there is nothing more that I love than a scholar who has integrity. Who knows what integrity is? What's integrity? You're being shy. What's integrity? To you, what's your definition? Don't be shy. Come on, move. You don't want to say it, but I know you got a thought because I see it. I see it. Just share. What is integrity to you? There isn't a wrong answer.
Aaliyah? Yes, ma'am. Integrity.
Just tell me what thought came to you, because I saw the smile pop over your face. I love it. Putting your mind to something. That's integrity. Putting your mind to something. Because if it's your mind, that means it's something that's going to come positive. That means it's something that's going to be great and it's going to be creative. It's going to be you putting your mind to something. And I didn't hear a negative emotion in that. I heard positivity. So that's what it means for you. Productive struggle is good. Give your scholars and your family and your children a chance to think things through. If they don't have it yet, give them some time. That's called productive struggle. Let them push through that. I love it. And integrity is also doing the right thing when nobody's watching. Ooh. When a scholar behaves and I turn my head, it does nothing but light my heart up because they could have done something differently. But they chose to behave even though I wasn't watching at that very moment because I might have had to tend to something else. A family might have walked in the room, right? So integrity is doing the right thing when no one's watching. I want you to embed that into your soul because I can't tell you how many of my scholars get in trouble because they're like, well, the teacher wasn't paying attention. So that means you're just going to do whatever you want to do because the teacher isn't watching or because your parent isn't around. You are the only person that's going to have to be with you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for the rest of your life. So you have to decide in your heart and your mind that you're going to make the right decision because of integrity. Not because nobody's watching so I can get away with it. How many of us adults know that we done got away with some things that we wish we didn't get away with and we done been in some trouble that we admit, come on y'all, we were children. I'm gonna admit it. I've done some things and trust me, You don't have to live the life and bump your head when you can make a different decision because of integrity. Thank you so much. You said your name was Leah. Is that it? Okay, I got it. So thank you, Leah. I appreciate you sharing. Next, I want to remind y'all about something real quick while we're on this dean situation. The world has taught us that it's so cool and fun to be a mean girl. Ooh, it burns my spirit, the amount of female situations that I'm dealing with at my school. It's not even the males. It's us. It is the mean girl syndrome, and it is not cool, nor is it cute. Because when you're in the hot seat, it's a different situation. The mean girl syndrome is real. The bullying situation is real. We just had someone, a scholar, I'm not going to say the network, but a scholar took their own life. It's serious. So when you think you're just making fun of somebody, I just posted a video of her, I just made fun of her, I just body shamed her, I just talked about her, I made a TikTok about her, made real good fun of her, or him, and now you have to face that scholar the very next day. And you know what surprises me the most? Most of you aren't even mean girls. You're not even mean. You're so sweet on the inside, but you're tagging on to the wrong crew, and you're being led by energy and people that do not reflect who you are. And I see it, you don't gotta look at me. Oh, I feel it. I feel it. It's all right. We've all been there. But I'm here to remind you that you don't have to do that. You don't have to be a mean girl to be cool, because it's not cool. It's cool to be sweet. Like when I talk to Angel, hey beautiful, how you doing?
Hey, beautiful.
Hey girl, thank you, I received that. Do you know how good that feels? Even y'all smiled. You smiled and I wasn't even talking to you. Because good energy breeds good energy, and it is good to be positive. Y'all, how much stuff is going on outside in that world right now? Too much. So why do we need to be mean to each other in here? Before these women leave, I'm going to get every single phone number and edify them and give them a hug before they go. Because just because I give another woman a compliment, it does not take away from my life. Me complimenting their life does not take away from our life. As a matter of fact, if I join in on the light, my light, she joins in on this queen's light, this queen's light joins this queen's light. Imagine if we joined across this whole room and eventually this whole world. Do you know how this world would be illuminated? With black girl magic, real power. Not just the one we say, the one we pretend because we want to post and get some likes, but the real power. So I just want to remind you, I promise you, I'll speak to one person the same way I'm going to speak to 1 million in the future. I promise you, if you're here, I know that God has called me to be here for you. And I can feel your energy and I can see your faces. And some of you are like, dang, she all up in my journal. How'd she do that? Right? So I'm going to move on. I want you to be determined, disciplined, and dedicated. I couldn't decide between those D's because I liked all three of them, right? So be determined, be disciplined, be dedicated. If you know what your dream and your passion is right now, don't wait. Start looking at YouTube videos about other people that are doing it. If you know that you love to do hair, start researching the famous beauticians, the estheticianists. If you know you want to be a speaker, start looking at Oprah. Start looking at those women who are doing the things that you want to do. Because the time that you all are spending on YouTube celebrating people that are already wealthy, but it's not going to help you become who you want to be, it's kind of sort of a little waste of your time. Because you can be redirecting your time and pouring back into yourself. Right? So we're supporting everybody that's doing great already. We're trying to get the brands and the best brands and all this. Their brands are already set. You like their brand? Design one. Create one. Use it as inspiration. Right? Optimistic. In life, things will happen. They will hurt. Your heart will break. People will disrespect you. People will talk about you. That's the next thing I want to hit on my list real quick, and I'm going to wrap it up because I know I'm going over. You all can we please stop using the excuse that someone said something about me or somebody is staring at me to be mean to the next person? Because I'm gonna tell you standing here, right now, twice or 3 times your age, that is never gonna stop. So when we process and can internalize the truth, then we can play chess and not checkers and be ahead of the game. It's not going to stop. People aren't going to stop talking about you. You could be perfect and you could be imperfect. They're gonna talk about you. Oh, look at her, she thinks she, no, you think I'm. Cause I didn't say anything, I'm just moving. Oh, she coming up in here with that. I am coming up in here with that. All that. So much so that you are gonna love me too eventually. And some people talk about you just because of the way other people love you. It has nothing to do with anything you've done, but when other people love on you and edify you and give you this and say you're blessed and say I wanna help you, you have some friends now that say no you cause you sitting right here. Why you ain't going to my house tonight? Oh, because I have an event tomorrow. You going to that little funky event? I mean, what they really doing? Y'all got some friends right now that's talking about y'all for where y'all not at. I already know. But you have to be willing to move in that individualism. Move in your organic energy. Move in who you are because you are not like anybody else. And that's for a reason. God did that on purpose. Say, God did? God did. Okay. Next. Manifest and create. I'm finally on the end, y'all. I'm so sorry. That's the thing that I have to work on. You know how you have to admit things to yourself? Okay, so my area of opportunity, because I don't say problems or challenges, my area of opportunity is to condense my speaking to the time that the speaker, leader has asked, and I apologize. But the M stands for manifest and create. I want you to manifest and create whatever you can. Good vibes, self-esteem. Let's not make fun of each other. Let's help each other. So instead of talking about a sister for getting an A and being jealous, hey, can you help me get an A next time on my paper? That's not my strong area. Because I'm going to tell you right now, math, not the strong area. You give me a paper, an essay, a speech, a debate, I'm going to walk it into the floor. You give me a math problem and a formula, I'm going to need a tutor and a little bit of help. And I'm not going to have a problem asking that question. That's something else I want to let you all know. Ask questions. Say ask questions. Ask questions. This generation is so afraid to get help. Don't be embarrassed because you don't know something. We all have learning to go. We all have to grow and learn more. I'm going to learn something from each and every speaker up here. I promise you. I promise you I will. I don't care if it's her first time stepping on this floor. I'm going to learn something because it is a new person, it is new energy, and it is a new experience. If you go into life expecting to learn something and to grow from something, you will. But please ask questions. And I use this example with my scholars. If you go to the doctor and you're sick, what is the doctor going to do? What is the doctor going to say when you first sit down? What's wrong? Ooh, is that a question? Pregunta. That's in Spanish. I like Spanish, y'all. What else is the doctor going to say? Very good. What else? What are your symptoms? What else? How did you get it? How long you been feeling this way? Where does it hurt? Those are all what? Questions. An FBI agent, a police officer. They show up on the scene. What are they going to say? What happened? Oh, another what? Question. What does the assailant look like? What time did it happen? How tall was he? What was he driving? What was she driving? Questions. That's how we get to answers, you all. That's how we get to clarity, okay? Let's move on. I talked about that. Hey. Okay, so I want you to do like this and put this individual crown on your head. I'm gonna take your plate, Queen, so you can put your crown on. And I just want you to visualize it. Just do it like this. There is a crown on your head. I don't know if you understand, but there is a crown on your head. And sometimes it does this. Uh-oh. I done ran into some issues, my feelings hurt a little bit. Sometimes it does this. I'm not feeling my best today. But when you do that, you need to do one or two things. You stand up in it and you straighten it up. You look in the mirror and you say, I am beautiful. I want you to repeat after me. Say, I am beautiful.
I am beautiful.
I am capable.
I am capable.
I am worthy.
I am worthy.
I am amazing.
I am amazing.
I'm a blessing.
I'm a blessing.
That's it. And if you're a little too hurt when it's tilted, then I need you to go to another queen and say, hey queen, I'm not feeling that great today. You think you can help me with my crown? I'm telling you it will help. Because I got some people in my life that if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here today. And that's just real talk. We all need somebody sometimes. So go ahead and just, adorn your jewels around your crown real quick. And stand up in that. It's all right. You all are my COVID heroes. Because adults in the room, I don't know about you, but with what they've been through in the last 3 years with COVID and online learning and all this that they had to go through socially and be snatched away from the world and forced to figure it out, they are my heroes. Give them a round of applause, because I don't know if I could have done that, because some of us don't have the very best home environments. Some of us didn't really like being at home. And you pushed through that. So I have one more thing, and it's a quick little bag to hand out, and I'm done, queen. I love y'all in a real way. And I apologize for going so long. So you're gonna look at this like, what is this little funky bag? I know how y'all talk. I told you I'm a dean. You know what? Ms. Jones is doing too much. Don't nobody want this little funky bag. What is in this bag? Is there some money in this bag? I mean, I'm just saying. So that's like it's big and she's doing too much. Why she always gotta be calling me? But I love my scholars in a real way and I listen to them. I don't just dean to be deaning. I listen to their stories. I want to know what's going on. I want to hear about their hearts. And 90% of the time, it's something that we can figure out together. And we bring the families together and we figure it out. That's why I love what I do. I have 516 scholars by myself. It is not easy, but it's hard work because it's hard work, right? And you're worth it to me. I have a 13-year-old son, so between y'all and him, y'all got my whole heart in this world, right? Okay, so let me look at my things in the bag. So the first thing I want to remind you of is this Kleenex. Okay, you have a little Kleenex in your bag. And I don't want you to actually use it unless you really need to use it, but I want this bag to be a reminder when you are feeling a certain type of way. Because sometimes you can't even describe it, right? You're like, I'm just waking up, I'm just feeling a type of way. I'm not necessarily mad at anybody. It's just some heaviness on me. I want you to understand that it's okay to cry. It's okay to cry. A lot of people will push you to points like you are not enough or you are weak if you cry. That is not true. Crying is a release. It is normal. If it wasn't okay for us to cry, God would not have allowed us to have tear ducts to produce tears. So it is okay to cry. And I want you to remind yourself that in your times that you're feeling like you need to release, dabble, and then put it back. Put that crown back up and speak to yourself. It's okay to cry. Look at your queens. Look at each other. Tell each other it's okay to cry. I know y'all shy. Do it. Go ahead. Yeah, y'all better speak like to each other. Okay, then you have a pencil. I want you to pull your pencil out. I want you to understand that it's okay for you to do things in life. It's okay to maneuver and go, and then it's okay to say, uh-oh, I made a mistake. Let me erase that. Let me figure out the lesson in that mistake and let me not do it again. It's okay for you to erase and to forgive yourselves and to move on. And you might be thinking, how does all this relate to my career? Because there are going to be days that you got to go to work and you might not feel like it because you need to do something in this bag. You might need to get with self in order to produce at work or in your business, right? Because A lot of you are gonna be owners of businesses. I feel it in this room and I'm getting chills, so that means it's true. So you're gonna be entrepreneurs. And there are gonna be days that you're gonna have customers or teammates that's gonna cause you to be like, Lord, if you don't get me together, I'm gonna say something, right? You have to be like, oh, let me erase that mistake. I gotta humble myself and apologize. That's okay too. To say, y'all heard me apologize to the whole room for still talking. Because I know, right? Okay, I'm almost done. Okay, so then you have these rose petals, okay? Because I want you to remind yourself that you are a flower. You are always blooming. You will always grow. And as you grow, some of these leaves will fall off and new ones will appear. Even if you're a seed in the ground, the bamboo plant stays underground for 3 years, but when it starts growing at an astronomical rate, like 2 inches an hour or something like that. So imagine once you break through, it's going to be amazing, but sometimes you gotta spend time under that ground, and that's okay, all right? Let's move on. You'll see a safety pin. I want you to know that sometimes in life, it'll seem like you are just all over the place, but guess what? If you bring it together and hook it back up, it'll be all right. And that's what a safety pin is there for, to remind you that it's okay when things seem out of control. Adults in the room, how many of us have seen like things have just been, what is going on? How is it going on? How am I gonna get it together? I don't know what's happening right now in my life, but that's when I want you to pull out that safety pin mentality and say, it's gonna be okay. Because I promise you, if you're still here living, there is purpose on your life. And I'm saying that to every person in the room. There is purpose for your life, okay? Almost there. You should have, I think the last 2 things, a Band-Aid. Once you realize that you figured out where it hurts, put a Band-Aid on it and keep it moving until you're ready to take it off and let the air get to it so it can start to heal faster. But if you need to take a little time to put that Band-Aid on, it's good and it's all right. And that Band-Aid is there to remind you about that. And last but not least, I want y'all to say pink starburst.
Pink
Because
starburst.
everybody like the pink one. Whenever you go to the plant, they like, I want the pink one, right? So you are, yes, the pink and red one. So you are a pink starburst. I want you to know you are a starburst of love. You are a starburst of energy. You are a starburst of power. You are a starburst of amazing imaginations and creativity. You are a starburst of care. You are not a mean girl. You are a starburst of integrity. You are a starburst of fearlessness. You are a starburst of joy. And you are a, look at you. Look at this coat, girl. Can I have it? And you are a starburst of radiance. I just want you to know that you all matter. You matter. And even if everything isn't easy at home right now, because I have so many students that sit in front of me and just cry like Ms. Jones, it's just, you don't know what I'm going through. Look around this room and look at all these people that care for you. Just look at them. Just look at all the adults, turn around. Look at Miss Angel. Take care of And last but not least, I want you to take a moment and close your eyes. I want you to understand that it is important for you to sometimes just be with yourself. You do not always have to be with friends. You do not always have to seek others' attention. You do not always have to be somewhere else, because it does not give you the opportunity to see what you really want, what you desire, what you want to be. Who are you really? It does not give you the opportunity to do so because you're too busy trying to seek attention or be near someone else when it's okay to be with yourself. I want you to look at that inner mirror. That's what that's for. And then I want you to look at one of your queens, open your eyes, turn to the side and say, hey, queen.
Hey, queen.
Say, you look beautiful today.
You look beautiful today.
Turn to the other side and say, hey, queen.
Always.
You better tell her she look beautiful. We not being mean, girl.
Today. All the time.
So you look beautiful today. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And look at how that makes y'all feel. Y'all blushing. Y'all are literally blushing because you don't even know how to take a love. Y'all put them in. So does that feel better than talking about somebody? Does it feel better than someone talking about you? That's the feeling I want you to hold on to. That's what I want you to hold on to. Because most people in this world are hurting people because they're hurting on the inside. They're not hurting you because you've done anything. They're hurting because they're hurting. And all we can do is pray for them. But what I want you to do is remember to uplift each other and care for each other and edify each other. And that's it. I'm done. I'm so mad at this. I'm gonna just go at the end next time. But I love y'all in a real way. And because I know how to apologize humbly. And because Miss Angel is expecting, she is actually going to get the very first copy of our These Just Arrived last night.
Right. Because I'm
So she'll get to literally pray over each and every body part of her child with this book. It's an interactive journal, and I'm going to sign it for you. And I want to know your real thoughts because I can't grow if you're not honest with me. So I appreciate it. Y'all, I love y'all in a real way. If you have any questions, I'm here because I talked too doggone long. So I'm here after. I'll stay to the very end. If you have any questions, I'm a complete open book. Is that all right?
Yes.
Okay.